After this morning's full moon, you're probably feeling like you're kind of treading water. And let me just say that as Mars is slowing down and we're beginning September, this is 13 month because 9 plus 2020 equals 13. The 13th secret is major secret is the death card. So it's the death of or the transformation of one's ego, even the Elizabethans called in the French called orgasm le petit mort. So that's the little death. So any kind of good connection, physical or otherwise, is going to cause or at least move us along in deconstructing or killing off the parts of ourselves that are not authentic. And so this full moon not only had a Uranus trine with it, which is the supportive aspect of shattering one's sense of self for a larger connection to a community, a cause, and in the shadow, Uranus can be the things that we've seen in Minnesota and in Portland, just causing a level of chaos based on the aspect of lower principles, principles of anarchy, because Uranus has a spectrum. It can be those higher principles of deconstructing, revolutionizing, or hopefully reforming systems and growing in that way. Or it could be just throw the effing baby out with the bathwater. So, some of the, other than the death card, another energy that would come up based on the Venus star point. Now, realize Venus is the planet that constellates the ways in which we choose to have our self images and our principle of love reflected in our lives through the relationships we choose, to how we spend money, to how we raise children. And once every 9 months, Venus and the Sun and the Earth align, and it's called the Venus star point. And the last one was on June 5th, and that was in the sign of Gemini. And it can be morning or evening. Morning is the warrior side, which is Venus being in front of the sun, sort of like the goddess of love, announcing her the king or the sovereign. So we're looking at how do we lead with our hearts. Now I see the Venus star point also as our higher selves, the way in which we allow this energy, this frequency, and then to embody ourselves or to download within ourselves. And a Gemini download is certainly about bringing together that which has been separated. It's about communicating not only rationally and logically, but also communicating from an empathic or image making intuitive side. So in essence, using both of your effing hemispheres. And so in this 9 month period and being having the sun in Virgo right now, the Venus retrograde, the Venus star, the particular I Ching verse is number 29, which is called the abysmal or the dark. And this one is Khan, water over water. And it talks about the way you keep a hold on your mind is by functioning as an educator. So it's about being able to express the things that you know to others, to educate them, as well as to question what it is that you know. Because after all, Gemini loves to question, and so does Virgo. But the basic difference, or a basic difference between the Gemini Mercury and the Virgo side of Mercury, is that Virgo wants to gather information from a pragmatic perspective. So, I Ching, Book of Changes and Transformation, there's that 13-month, the death card, and you can look up hexagram of verse number 29. And if you want to know more about your Venus star point, you can certainly get in touch with me at beliefisnotrequired.com. That's beliefisnotrequired.com. But knowledge is.